Somebody asked, what are the Trumpers going to do when Trump is no longer able to be in office? And I did a video about it, wondering how many of them are going to disengage from politics altogether and so forth and so on. And this person here says, the question is, what are you going to do? He is your life. No, he's not. He's just the biggest news story right now. What am I going to do? I'm going to continue to make content. I'm going to continue to talk about politics. I'm going to continue to talk about bills that are trying to be passed at the federal level and the state level. I have been doing political content creation for over a decade and a half. Probably closer to 20 years if I go back and I look at when I first got on like Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. I was just doing it in written form before I was doing it in video form. There is no shortage of content when you deal with political and social issues. Trump just happens to be the biggest news story of the time period, given the fact that he's the president and the most batshit crazy politician that this country has ever seen. So I'm going to milk this cow for everything it has for the next 2 years, and then I'm going to continue to do what I did before Trump came along. Make content about politics and social issues. The Republicans are not going to all of a sudden stop being batshit crazy, and the Democrats are not going to all of a sudden learn how to message. There's still going to be plenty to talk about. There's still going to be plenty to dissect on the political and social issues stage. And I'm not going anywhere. And here's the best part about this entire equation. When it's all said and done with and Trump is gone and the Trumpers can't make him their entire life and we don't have to talk about him from a political spectrum anymore, you are still going to be hanging out in my comment sections. You are still going to be wondering what I'm going to be doing with my life and my content while you follow my content. And I know you don't follow me, but you pay close enough attention to it that you've seen enough of it that you have an opinion on it, right? When he's gone, I'm going to continue making content and you're going to continue watching it. Because you can't not. And no, that doesn't mean everybody. That means you. You can't not watch my videos. You're like every other troll out there who hates and hates and hates and then goes, but what, I got to see what he's doing. I got to see what he's doing. I got to see what he's doing. That's what's going to happen when Trump's gone. I'm going to keep making content and you're going to keep boosting that content because you do exactly what people like me need you to do. Watch and interact. I don't care if it's from a standpoint of hate. Hate all you want. Just keep watching and interacting. If you were smart, if you were intelligent, if you had any kind of common sense and critical thinking whatsoever, you would realize that the biggest way to hurt people like myself or other left-leaning content creators is to not engage with it at all. Not watch the content and then leave a video. Not send it to a friend and go, can you believe this fat fuck? So he has to watch it. The best thing you could do if you wanted to truly hurt people like me is to block us and never see any of our content ever again. But you can't do it because you're a fan and you're always going to watch.